opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. And here he comes out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. The question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
Well, the offense on third down and just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. The defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got a little space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Right on the money. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
How's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, fourth down in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Fires to the big fella.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
This defense knew coming in that the offense was going to try to test them, and they were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Now they'll run the draw. Finds a little space. Speeding down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The Horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So the touchdown will stand. Penalty on the defense waved off, and the points go on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Washington. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. The short hands, it's Austin. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
All right, QB, if you throw it near him again, you need to be subbed out. Like, this guy is a ball hog. Does it every single week in and week out. 12 INTs on the season.
On the run, it's Peoples. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And they sniffed that draw out. With a draw, you know, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now they're going to throw it. Quick strike complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Time to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game-type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. The run to the right. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying play action. Looking for the score. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still...
Unloads it downfield. Makes the catch on the right side. Hits the crease. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do. And that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Austin. Turning it on. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Washington. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. Go back to 2006, #1 versus #2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
Line getting set on second down. To throw, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. Open space at the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to Tennessee. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the tailback. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Wants to go up top on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Snags it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
ball, going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Back to throw. It's Underwood. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires on the run. Makes the catch down the right side. He's loose. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. It's Peoples. Plows through the defense. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On the direct snap, it's Peoples. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's St. Clair. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. He'll keep it himself. Running to Green. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
If I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
And the Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Pocket breaking down. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Ohio State is dotting firmly in control.
And Ohio State, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game. And
he's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Keeps looking downfield. Working that left side. And he'll be right out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Peoples. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The short hands. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Send the tight end in motion. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Gets it inside the 5. Down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. On the option. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll take it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fired in from the red zone for the score. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wake Forest. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hey, a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the physicality of the secondary on defense, that defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes his shot. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take a knee. And he pulls it up inside the 20. That football must be riveted to... Rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Got it in the middle. It's Austin. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Here's the pressure. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. And maybe the way things are unfolding, we are set up for a classic finish as we get underway here in the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to find a matchup. Like, what is the matchup out wide that you can go with? 4 verts, I get it, but they're playing deep. They're understanding that they got a lead. They can play with a cushion. We just need a guy to win a one-on-one battle. Who is our guy that we can pick to make a play down the field?
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Buys a little time. He's going to fire to the left. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
And the Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Let's go. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Touchdown, Ohio State! Fitted in the window for the score. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to... There he goes! Defense grabs the football, and there he goes!
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
This offense has it with really good field position. Quick completion to the right. Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Creates a little room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working, but at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Underwood. That's caught. It's Washington. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Black 14! Black 14!
From the gun, running back on the move.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. He's going to run it. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. The defense had the stop. They were about to get the ball back, but the critical mistake puts the offense back on the field with 1st and 10. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. They'll run the option. Runs through a tackle. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.